Well, good morning. I have a busy day ahead of me, but I know one day this week I have to get a haircut. I know I keep telling you, but look at how I look like a bum. Anyway, we have a couple birthdays today because today is Craig's birthday. Craig from his busted can of Barbie. So Craig, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Craig. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. It's also Sandra, Saundra, Sandra Simpson. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sandra. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. It might even be Sandra, just with a U in there, so just in case. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sandra. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. And Brenda Skaggs. Brenda, it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Brenda. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. All right. Well, I hope all three of you have a great birthday. Jim's going to be bringing me over to Bertie's house because Bertie's going to bring me downtown to pick up Mary. I talked about that yesterday, but maybe I'll tell you a little bit more about it later on. But I have to get my shoes on. We have to get a crack-a-lackin'. We got to get it moving. So we'll talk again soon. Well, actually, I didn't have to go to the dentist this morning because my dentist called me like at 8 o'clock. My appointment was at 10:15 to tell me that my hygienist broke her arm. So they couldn't obviously do my teeth today, so they rescheduled it for Thursday. So Jim and I what do we do, Jim? We rolled over and went back to sleep.
Exactly.
But now he's bringing me over to Bertie's because Bertie's going to bring me downtown to go pick up Mary from her procedure because my niece Holly took her down, but she had to leave. She couldn't stay. So we are on our way to Bertie's house, which is that way because Jim always goes that way. And then, so the next time you see me, we'll be with Bertie. Okay, and here we are at Ron's.
Yep.
He's recuperating really well.
Yep.
Do you want to say anything to anybody?
I went back to work part-time 3 weeks ago. I not doing no more about 12, 15 hours a week, and I'm doing good.
He's doing really well. He's lost, how much weight have you lost?
40 pounds.
40 pounds. He's doing good.
Lost 40 pounds since the first surgery and feeling better and enjoying my semi-retirement.
There you go. He's going to try to lose another 100 and some pounds right there.
I am his best 100 and some pounds.
Bertie's bringing me to go get Mary.
Gotta go get Mary.
Then we're going to go ahead and see her. And there's Jim. He dropped me off here because she can't get in the big rig, right?
Nope.
And he doesn't like the clown car. Although
No.
we don't have the clown
You
car.
don't have the clown car.
I don't like the clown car either.
We had an adventure today, but we'll talk about that later because we don't need to go through it right now.
No.
But Mary wants to what?
Thank everyone for all your prayers, thoughts, everything. So you guys have been tremendous to me and I appreciate it. So look at I'm standing.
Yeah.
Yay!
I feel tall again.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm tall next to this one, too.
Ooh, look at that face she gave you.
Hey, you can't keep raising the phone.
Anyway, Mary's going to go take a nap.
Yes. Well, I'm going to eat lunch first because I haven't eaten.
So,
And you got your phone?
And I have a bunch of presents to open from Amazon that I've been shopping and going kind of nuts. So I got to stop myself.
yes. So, all right. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Well, I've had quite the day, let me tell you. It's been a long day. Holly, my niece, actually took Mary down for her appointment. Like I told you, we had the schedule. We're going to get a shared calendar so everybody knows exactly what's going on, who's taking who, where, and when, and all that good stuff. So we're setting that up. But Holly couldn't stay. But Mary called me. She was supposed to be there for like till 1 or 2 o'clock. And she called me like at 10:15, which I told her at the time. I said, don't call me between 10 and 11 because I'll be at the dentist office. Well, it turned out I wasn't at the dentist office because my dentist called me at 8 o'clock this morning to change my appointment till Thursday afternoon because the hygienist that I've been seeing forever and ever, I love her. I love her to death. She's so good. She's a talker, but she doesn't stop working. The hygienist I had before her would talk But like she would like start picking at your teeth, and then she'd sit back and she'd tell you a story, and then she'd go back and do a little bit more, and then she'd sit back and take a yeah. So you were in there like over an hour. It's like, come on. She talks the whole time, and she doesn't ask you a question because you got your mouth open. She knows you can't answer, but she's just very interesting. She's like 23 or 24. She's very young, but I like her a lot. But anyway, so they called and said, unfortunately, Cheryl broke her arm over the weekend, and so we can't take you in. So we'll have to reschedule it till Thursday with Annette. So I said, fine. That's not the talker. So I said, okay, I'll go there. So then, so I rolled over and went back to sleep because I thought, well, Holly's going to be down there till 11 o'clock. There's no point in me, getting up early because I can't. And, what difference does it make? And I already had told Bertie that I was going to come over at 11:30 because Mary can't get into Jim's truck. So we went to, I got up, I took my shower. Like I said, I was in the shower when Mary called. And then when I got out of the shower, I called her and I said, I told you I was going to be at the dentist, but, and then before I could tell her that I really wasn't there, she says, no, I was just calling to tell you that Holly already left, but I'm just waiting for my labs, but I should be done by 11 o'clock. And I said, well, I thought they said it was going to be a 2 or 3 hour procedure. And she said, no, they were in and out like in a half an hour. They got it done. She says, but Holly's already left. And so I said, no, we'll be there. She said, well, don't come down yet because my magnesium is high or low. My magnesium is low, so they might want to keep me overnight again so that they can give me an IV and keep an eye on it. But I won't know. So I said, well, I just got out of the shower. Let me finish getting dressed and that. And I'll go over to Bertie's house and then I'll call you again and we'll figure out, we'll go from there. So then when I got to Bertie's house and called her, she says, yeah, I just got my results. All they did was increase my medication. I can go home. And so I says, okay, we'll probably be there in about 40 minutes. And so she said, okay. I said, maybe less. It just depends on, because Bertie's a little bit closer than I am. So we got there with no problems, and Mary was waiting, and we put her in the car. And then she says, unfortunately, Holly forgot to give me my walker, and it's in her. She had it in her car. She lives pretty close to Mary's house, where Don is at the house because there's worker bees there, pulling up the carpeting and washing her walls and painting and stuff like that. And Don wanted to be there while they were there. So Don was at the house, and so she said, well, Holly just dropped your walker off there. Can you go there? And I said, yeah, fine, we can go there. We'll go pick that up. Bertie was driving, but she said, yeah, no problem. We can bring it. We'll go over there to get your walker. So then in the meantime, Don called and he needed some cleaning supplies. And so Mary says, can we go to the Dollar Tree so I can get some cleaning supplies? And so Bertie said, yeah. Well, we went there and they're not there anymore. It's an auction place now. So then Mary says, well, I don't know. I said, well, you're going to have to go to CVS because we're not going to drive all over Creation. Because Bertie was doing us a favor picking her up. So I said, we're not going to drive all over Creation just looking for some cleaning supplies. We can get them at CVS. You might have to pay a little bit more, but, you can just get them. So she said, fine. So we went to CVS and they had her stuff. And that just shows you how out of the loop I am. Mary wanted some lottery tickets. And so when I went up, was paying for the cleaning supplies, I said, and I'd like 2, lottery tickets. And he says, well, we don't sell lottery tickets. You have to get them out of the machine. And I went, really? When did that start? And he said, 3 years ago. That shows the last time I bought a lottery ticket. I don't buy, if I get a Mega Million, I get them at Kroger up at the counter. I don't pick my, and I just do they pick the number. I'm never going to win, but, you can't win unless you at least try to buy a ticket. So I bought Mary her tickets and her stuff. And then we get to the house. And then I was telling them when I went to the doctor's on Friday, have to do all those senility tests to make sure that you're not going senile. And, she was talking to me. And so she said, I'm going to give you 3 words and I want you to remember them. And I said, okay. And so she said, orange, computer, and rock. So I said, okay, orange, computer, rock, no problem. So then, she's talking to me about different stuff. She's going over my medication. She's going over my history. Then she had me draw a clock. I had to draw a clock. So I drew the clock. And then she had me put the clock at 4:30. And so then she did that. And so she says, okay, now what are the 3 words I told you? And I went, orange, computer. Orange computer. Orange computer. I don't remember the last one. And she says, it was rock. She says, don't worry about it. You're fine. And so I says, oh, I'm going senile. And she says, no, it's fine. You got the orange in the computer right away. That's not a problem. So then she, finished up the exam and then I went home. Ever since then, what can I not get out of my brain? Orange computer rock. Every time I think of something, it's orange computer rock. So my short term is like kind of slipping away, but it's the long term I can remember forever. So anyway, I was telling Bertie and Mary about that. I said about the orange computer rock. And then we got to the house and then Don came out and got the cleaning supplies. He came and, talked to Mary a little bit. Then we drove away, and she said she had to go to the bank to get some money on the way home. So we stopped at her bank, and we were at the ATM. We were at the ATM, I would say, between the ATM and the drive-thru, we were there a good 45 minutes, because we pulled up to the ATM, and Bertie put her card in, punched in her number, asked for the money. She asked for $200. So she put $200 in. It showed that she was going to get $200. It went, like it does. It spit the card out. The thing said, take your card. So Bertie took the card, and it says, take your receipt. So Bertie took the receipt. The door didn't open for the money. It wouldn't open for the money. And no matter what she pushed, no matter what, the door never opened for the money. Well, we didn't want to leave to drive around to the thing, because what if the guy behind us puts his card in and then he's going to come up with the $200 because the thing wouldn't go. So Mary called into the bank to let them know this is a crappy bank that she has. It's not the actual bank. It's the central bank that you have to call to give the message to. Just a minute. Oh, yeah, David's here. Just a minute. David brought my car back. He had borrowed it because his is still in the shop since 2 days before Christmas, waiting for parts. And then the parts came in, and then other cars were ahead of him, so he's getting a little aggravated. Anywho's, so we get to there, and it wouldn't come out. So she's on the phone talking to these people. Now who's calling me? This is Christy. I'll be right back. It's always nice to be needed. It really is, but sometimes it sucks being the oldest. Let me tell you that. Anyway, I had to put out another fire. Anywho's, so we had to drive around to the thing because they couldn't give her to her, and then we had to have a little argument with the teller because she kept saying, well, I can't give you money without a card. And we kept telling her the card is stuck in the machine and you can get it out of the machine. And well, I can't give you your money, which we completely understand, because anybody could say that it didn't give you the money. And then, like their drawer would be short at the end of the night. Mary says, I have no problems, filing a dispute. She says, but I need money. I need to get some money. So then we get all that done. And so then I was in the back seat, and I said, oh, guess what? And I said, what? And they said, what? And I said, how I was bragging about how I can remember computer Orange computer rock? And they said, yeah. I said, we forgot the walker at the house. So we had to drive all the way back to Mary's house where the Don was to get her walker and then bring her home. And it was like, it was just like a long, long day. So I left here at 10 o'clock and I got home probably close to 5. It was just like a long day between everything going on. So I'm just probably going to let me show you how I did on my weight. Well, we finished it. We didn't think we would, but there we go. We got it all done. Took a little while, but it is completed now. Completely finished. Not too bad. I would have liked to have a loss, but sometimes just staying the same is a loss as far as I'm concerned. I even got on it a couple times just to see. It was. So, yeah, it's just the way my body's working lately. I had 3 weeks in a row of a loss, so I still think I'm on that trajectory, because three weeks in a row with a loss and then a leveling off, I'm fine. So, but for dinner, I'm just going to make a sandwich. I just don't feel, I didn't take anything out of the freezer. If the old with that wasn't on a pantry challenge, would have just ordered a pizza. I'm not even going to do that. Or I wouldn't even got a pizza out of the freezer outside. I know I have some egg rolls. I'm going to have an odd dinner. I'm going to have a sandwich with some egg rolls. I got some egg rolls in the freezer. So that's my plan for my dinner tonight. But tomorrow, I don't think I have any plans. I think I'm meeting my brother for lunch. I think he wanted to meet for lunch. I got to call him tonight to see if that's what he wanted. I think because Mary can't eat out, unfortunately, for a year, because she can if she makes sure everything's well done, but then you can't, you got to take a chance that they are. And then she doesn't want to be in the public, especially this time of year where everything's going around. Yet you go to the hospital where everybody's sick. I don't get it. She does wear a mask, but anywho's. So I think we're going to complete the puzzle tonight. I will give you a clip of the puzzle. We started working on it yesterday, and I don't know, for all of a sudden it just started clicking in place, and Jim and I got a good majority of it done yesterday. And then when I got back tonight, we started working on it again, and within an hour and a half, we've made progress. And so I think he's in there finishing it up right now. I think it's going to be done tonight. So I'll show you that. I'm still reading. I was going to read last night, but like I said, I went to bed a little earlier than I normally do because I knew I had to get up to go to the dentist, although I didn't go to the dentist. And we were working on the puzzle because you kind of get into that mode and then you start going into that. So I'll probably read a little bit tonight. I'm just in the summer, I can sit outside and see, oh, this is so nice. And I can read and read and read. I can read a book a day when I'm outside in the summer. But in the winter, just not the same. But anywho, let me show you how we did on the puzzle. And check in with me again tomorrow. See you then, hopefully.